Boas pessoal, estamos de volta mais uma vez. Desta vez para continuar aqui com as quests de Penacony. Em específico vamos fazer primeiro a quest de Companion do que penso ser a Sparkle. Apesar de com isto vamos saber mais sobre a Black Swan também. A história inicial foi bastante interessante, é sempre por dizer. Deixou-me um pouco abalado durante alguns dias, mas vamos continuar aqui para ver o que vai ser. Infelizmente não vamos saber o resultado mesmo da história principal até à próxima versão, mas pronto, é o que se tem. E pronto pessoal, vamos começar aqui a quest. Dr. Edward, ok, é o olho. Hello Mr. Tripp, someone just donated a dream bubble to our store after conducting psychometric spectral analysis on it. I suspect you would be interested in the contents of this dream bubble. What? É que deu. The donor is an elegant lady with the name Black Swan. If you have the time, we'll love to have you in any time. Interesting. Agora que eu estou a pensar, será que depois de tudo o que vimos na história principal, será que a Sparkle podia-se... Ela supostamente consegue se transformar na Black Swan, mas será que isso é o suficiente para enganar o olho? Ela conseguia ver esse disfarce. Quem sabe, vamos começar aqui a quest. Ai, com isto começa essa Mascarado Dueto. É mesmo no olho, ok. Interesting. Espero que não apanhe outras side quests pelo caminho.
Trailblazers from the Astral Express. Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store. Oh, please excuse me. I struggle to think of an appropriate way of addressing such esteemed guests as yourself.
Música está molhada diretamente.
I've already made the necessary preparation. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027 damage Paris and Article 066
Ok. Tem que reduzir o som para podermos ouvir a voz dos melhores. Isto é um problema de Penacony. Ok.
Call this type of dream a thrill dream. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the dreamscape immediately and seek professional help.
Fair enough.
Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. Albeit a psychiatric one.
Ok, sure.
Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream.
Ok. Sure.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. That elegant girl mentioned something before she went.
Era mesmo a Black
The
Swan.
nature of this memory is special.
Oh,
Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
true. Muita gente dá spoiler do ending. Black Swan is in your team. Oh, damn. Wait, não tem tipo? Ok, sure. Infelizmente não consegui a minha própria Black Swan, como vocês podem ver pelos rolos que aconteceram. Mas posso fazer uma equipa à volta dela. Aqui é assim. A build está meio secaf, mas funciona. O crit dela é um pedacinho meh. Maybe low ocean. Just to be safe. My girl warned me. Lá. Eu sou obrigado a trazer Black Swan, mas de qualquer forma eu iria trazer mesmo para experimentar melhor. Oh?
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family.
Supostamente, por continuação de história, isto acontece depois do que aconteceu na main story. Penso eu, não faria sentido ser a mãe, who knows? Vamos ver.
In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily, even if the result does not constitute.
Oh damn, ok, o fake Sampo, não é? Agora, então é capaz de ser durante a nossa estadia aqui no Dream World antes de chegarmos ao final. In a dream you bash. If you are bashed 1,000 of times with the hammer at worst you will still wake up. Reality Hotel. Ou seja, ele está aqui a garantir que existe possibilidade depois de tudo o que aconteceu eles estarem vivos. Even if the result is not considered harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. Deixa eu ver.
To harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
Isto é o fake Sampo. É a Sparkle de certeza.
Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all. This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony. You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Ok. Quem é a vítima?
Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Alterou as memórias. Oh, wait. Oh, ok, nós... Wait, já estamos dentro do Dream? Ok, isto é tão crazy. Ok, whatever. Ok, nós estamos a agir como a Black Swan. Por acaso estou curioso para ver o que é que a resposta dela vai ter.
Some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a
True. Pois a minha teoria então está certa, é que ela consegue de certa forma manipular as memórias das pessoas que estão à volta dela.
Convinced her I was Sheepei the Harmony. Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time.
What the fuck is going on?
You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went in
Isto é a voz da Sparkle, não é?
In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Iden Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere.
Ok.
My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game.
Isto é a voz da Sparkle. Ué, então isto é mesmo o Sampo original? Isso que confusão.
I left a puzzle for you, Nero Timon. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk.
Ok.
Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me,
Stop me.
and stop me.
Yeah.
There's
Test
actually
book's
more than
definition,
one
not
Mellow
the
Keeper
sparkle.
who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul.
There's actually more than one Cooper's come to Penacony. She makes me interesting.
The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Damn. Okay.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything.
Parece o Sampo original agora. Afinal teve aqui.
That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
Já acabou o joguinho de Smash? Bro, há que tempos. Por acaso ficaste a tempo do... assim diria, tipo o início da quest. Há certas coisas que eu estou confuso. Mas pelo que eu percebi até agora, ela é mesmo a Black Swan verdadeira. Ele é o Sampo verdadeiro. E a Sparkle, como sempre, fez aqui um mini joguinho para eles. Tinha de perguntar uma coisa, pergunta.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Esqueci-me que tem lá as comissões 9 da manhã, são 4 da manhã, tem crash. No big deal. Quando eu tinha as minhas aulas, eu lembro-me que eles disseram que eu podia ligar com 24 horas de antecedência e eles cancelavam tipo a aula para tipo, passar para outro dia. Eu lembro-me de boas vezes que eu ligava tipo no dia, tipo o quê? 8 horas antes eles cancelavam a mesma. I mean, yes, essa cena for... Pois, no teu caso já é um pedaço acima da hora. Por exemplo, se fosse meia-noite, estás a ver? Aí tu tipo, ok, tu podias ligar ou mandar mensagem ou algo do género. Não sei como é que tu comunicas com eles para adiar ou para cancelar para adiar. Agora, tipo, como as coisas estão... Eles atendem à meia-noite desde quando, ligando? É boa tarde, bro, nah, yeah, it's scuffed. Portanto, I don't know, tipo, a tua melhor solução é ires dormir, ligar ou mandar mensagem, tipo, a hora que eles abrem, deve ser tipo o que, 9 horas? Tens aula a que horas? A nós 9? Ei, bro, já é bom em cima da hora, tipo, that's scuffed, yeah. I don't know. I mean, qualquer coisa, tipo, prontos, tenta avisar de uma forma ou de outra. Dependendo das escolas, podem ser porreiros e tipo remarcar. Ou isso, ou tens aula perdida. Who knows, it is what it is. Good luck, my dude. Falando nisso, eu próprio tenho que começar a deitar mais cedo. Seems like I can't escape being an assistant. Fine, it's all fine, no big deal. Okay, let's keep moving. I guess não tens de descansar os olhos. Why leave constable? What the hell? Asked about the case. Wait, you mean you jogo da Sparkle, RIP? Ok, vamos lá.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Bocado e depois levanto-me, tenho que tomar bem para acordar. Good luck. Yeah, that's scuff, man. Nem sequer me podes culpar, bro. Não foi por causa da minha stream. It is what it is. If there's anything like to know, please ask me. Ok, o que é que se passou? Yeah, quem é a vítima?
An IPC employee named
Isso não interessa.
Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer.
Shamari. RIP Shamari. I mean, a cena é que isso pode ser a Sparkle porque ele pode se transformar em qualquer pessoa.
Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
O próprio Sampo tá... Bro, queres ver que isto nem sequer é o Sampo? É mesmo tipo a Sparkle aqui a dar Chaos. Uma coisa que é interessante e que aprendemos nesta Story Quest, não é bem Story Quest, nesta campanha de Quest até agora, é que tipo, quando matas uma pessoa simplesmente acorda no lugar onde ela estava a dormir. A cena é que isso não parece ter sido o caso com a Firefly nem com a Robin, pelo que se sabe até agora, who knows. Vim perguntar, mas acho que vou só tentar descansar uma beca. Good luck, Asna. Take care, my dude. Vamos ver aqui que se descobre mais. Regarding the sweet dreams true present at the scene of the
Who are
crime.
those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Ah,
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
será? Capaz?
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case.
Oh, agora me lembrei, este foi um dos dreams que a Black Swan deixou para nós. Interesting.
So there aren't many clues yet.
Ok, má bad,
All
vou
we
parar
have
de
to go by
pausar.
are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Thanks. Vou então, não sei se ainda estás tu a que horas acordas durante o dia. Good question. Em princípio por volta da hora do almoço. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Can we summon the victim?
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm
I
afraid
will.
you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape.
Damn, that's deep.
Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
That's sad, man.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we
Tell
find
Augustna,
him,
take care, my dude.
half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Então ela está casualmente a matar toda a gente em Dreams. Interesting.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Tem que ser. By the way, deixa. Porquê que ela tem tipo isto de cinto na. Tipo, não está a aprender nada, bro.
Memories seem to be different again.
Whatever, bro. Se ela é tão hot, pode vestir qualquer coisa. Vamos ver o que é que eles dizem.
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case.
Constable and Bailiff.
Mr. Cold Feet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
Ok.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Sparkle
Ah,
Goldhammer, what
I
the?
guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
No, that's fake.
Never
No way.
heard of it. Sounds made up.
Yeah,
Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
for real. Yeah.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body.
Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence.
Wait, what?
My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang.
I
They
mean,
narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on, wait.
bruh. Que truques já vão por aqui.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Annihilation Gang do nada.
Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me.
Please begin your... Okay, sure. Diz-me bem levar
Lady
coisas.
Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang.
Damn.
He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be.
Oh,
Then
wait,
there's
left on,
Zhongshan.
bro.
This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town.
Zhongshan.
Last of all comes Wright. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here.
Nah, bro, what the fuck? Bro, até o próprio Sampo está a dar cal na bullshit deles. This guy says he still came back and builds the rest of the supply.
What? Where did you get
Some kind of joke.
that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
Nah.
That won't be necessary. I've memorized every detail.
Grande Black Swan.
No wonder you're a memo keeper.
Isso ia ficar mais confuso se eles metessem mais coisas, portanto. It's useless.
Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
Mr.
também.
Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Ok. Yeah, isso é algo que ela faria.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy! This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder
Ela me
case.
parece ser do tipo que consegue agarrar algo desse.
Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
Nah, I doubt it.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target.
Magia.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on?
Bro, ainda acho que o Sampo é a Sparkle.
Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
A máscara aqui é apenas extra.
That you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle. But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
Sure.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Ah, isto não é o Sampo verdadeiro. Isto é a Sparkle.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then.
Tenho a impressão que a Black Swan já sabe a verdade.
This way.
Oh no, bro. It's morphine time. Fuck.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Okay.
That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
Isso parece ser um exagero.
Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go
Parece
up in
pedaço exagerado.
smoke.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Correct. Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
Sure.
This is nuts!
Ok. Há forma de eu ver. Ok, tem.
Yeah.
Isto por acaso tem aquelas vibes de Ratchet e Clank, só que prontos pela falta de ferramentas que o jogo oferecia. Em relação a este, é tipo, não é assim tão bom. Jesus, confusão. Ok. Prontos. Now what?
What's this? A plush toy?
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Oh, é o pom-pom.
Red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
I
Okay.
see. But when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Damn.
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring. This doll, could it be connected to the case?
Damn. Ela a
You
fazer.
don't have to play along that hard, you know.
Damn. Ok, a voice actor da Black Swan deve ser divertido a fazer isto. Provavelmente vou ter que ir de uma forma ou de outra. Sim. Eu fiz apenas para... Damn, bro. Eu fiz apenas para atravessar aqui, mas pelos vistos era necessário.
This notice.
Deixa eu
seems
ver
like a
algo,
hint for us
se tem alguma
from
coisa
Miss
interessante.
Sparkle.
God memorized security regulations. To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Golden Meridian shall abide by the following regulation today onwards. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Golden Emeralds using the facial recognition system. To those who cannot pass through the facial will be killed on the spot. Okay, makes sense. These regulations are all in effect indefinitely. Okay.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Please teleport them.
Next, should
Thank
we
you.
pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence, I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the
Onde é que será que estavas a olhar, Sam?
Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember
Vejo ele com a
Zhongshan's
mãe.
face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
Fair enough.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on.
Figure out the answer to the puzzle. Hey man, estes mind games desta hora da noite. Exclude right, exclude Zhongshan, exclude left on.
Have you got any more questions? Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into this last of all comes right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives. That's all the intel we have on.
I mean, não pode ser o right porque ele tem as pernas partidas, não pode andar.
Who exactly is the murderer? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Oh, okay, wait.
So, who... Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the...
Yeah, não pode ser o porque pronto. Não vai passar o recognition system.
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer Residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
Makes sense.
So, who exactly... I remember this one best.
All returns as invisible mist. Okay, that's okay. To prevent criminals from... I mean... Não sei como é que vai pegar num hammer de duas mãos, que é pesado.
That guy lost his hand.
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him. Probably impossible. Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
The murderer is right.
He's right.
You have answered correctly! As expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
Damn.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie, and hers may just understand more about her than she does herself. Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
Okay.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
Damn. No answer. Black Swan.
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Become part of the family. Raise a glass and enjoy feasts fit for a king.
Oh, okay, que tá acontecendo aqui?
Oh, this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality. Let's talk to those two there, then.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo! You finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
O que é que se passa aqui?
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Business magnate, what the...
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Damn.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt.
Damn.
Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death. There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Papashi shopkeeper named Wright, a Foxian gambler named Zhang Shan, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Wait, what?
Our old friends.
Outra vez?
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Ok.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk any more with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy!
Ok.
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you'll be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
Ok, acho que seja mais rápido que o primeiro.
Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward.
Ok. Right
First
and
of
left.
all is the
Left on.
shopkeeper, Right. He's one of the Papashi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it. Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there is the gambler Zhang Shan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her. That's all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
First of all, the shopkeeper, right. Left on. Function, it was to hand over this. Okay, now that's enough.
That won't be necessary. I remember it all.
Beleza, me diz que eu vou ter que ir outra vez aquela na Big Game. Black
That
Swan.
skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
Who knows?
The tag on the tie reads, "Only for Imperial Master Lefton." Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katong.
Chen
Is that
Katong.
someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
Ok, isso
This
ajuda em nada.
Jen Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
Ok, isso já ajuda. Tá, eu vou ter...
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories
Unfortunately.
again, right?
Não gostava muito que usasse deste minigame outra
doesn't want
vez.
to distract your investigation.
Sure.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
Ah, let's go. Nada a fazer. Oh, nem sequer reparei. Damn. Perfect.
A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
Where?
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary.
Okay. Right stall.
What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Who knows, man?
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Se ela diz, eu acredito.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
Okay, next. Ok, já vê. Jesus, vou ter que andar isto tudo só para... Escape velocity reached.
This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
Aí, vou ter que reparar. Dá um minigame dentro do minigame. Nah, bro, not right now.
There's a ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
Okay.
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth. We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
In the victim's mouth.
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom. That should be it. Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Become part of the family.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that? You found out who the killer is?
No
Pretty
idea.
much.
Ok, Black Swan diz-me.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
What the fuck? Ok.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Diz-me de ter fazer mais destes minigames assim.
In my opinion, there is no murderer for this case.
Nossa, ninguém
What
morreu.
do you mean by that?
Once again, another movie has passed within our minds. And that concludes the news. I wish you all safe and sound dreams.
This evidence doesn't
It doesn't. Looks like Miss Sparkle is more careful than I thought.
Damn.
This tie is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right. That's the one. Miss Sparkle stole Lefton's tie to see if it would fit her. But who knew that Lefton had an anti-theft device installed on it?
What the fuck?
After Miss Sparkle affixed the tie to her neck, it rapidly contracted, thereby strangling the poor lady. She tried swallowing her ring to preserve her breathing passage, but unfortunately, she was beyond saving.
That's cap.
A tragedy. If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the three suspects would all be facing grave injustice.
What the fuck?
Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one.
I don't
As you
even.
can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means this is probably another prank from Miss
Yeah,
Sparkle.
makes sense.
Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The
I mean. I guess a ideia do puzzle é nós tentarmos adivinhar quem é que matou, mas é tipo a Sparkle top. Whatever, dude.
evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter! How did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Isto é a Sparkle. Só pode.
Right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius?
Eu fui que a Sparkle tinha. Que a Black Swan tinha dito.
So easily by him.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Lol.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool,
Not a
as
masked genius. Lamb.
If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing
Makes
an
sense.
entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
Ainda tem mais
So
bro.
that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Please, bro.
Hmm.
Ele tem razão.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Ok. Acho que vou continuar, sinceramente.
Detective Black Swan, would you like to hear about the other answers that you didn't guess?
Why, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Seeing as you put so much work into everything.
Lá.
Lefton is a wealthy merchant who has been competing with Miss Sparkle for decades. They're always at each other's throats.
Ok.
This tie is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right. That's the one. This tie belongs to Lefton, and it just so happens to be the murder weapon in this case. Could the evidence be any more solid than this? Lefton snuck into the changing room and waited for poor Miss Sparkle to enter before using this very tie to brutally kill her. And then he stuffed Zhongshan's ring into her mouth as a way to try and frame him. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Ok. Ah, stop playing.
I'd rather not play around.
Vamos continuar. Eu estou a ficar
Just
cansado.
as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand.
Yep,
Like
chaotic
a
neutral.
performer on the stage or child hungering for attention.
Yeah. E tu
This
como
game
uma boa
will be
mami tens que lhe dar
This
punishment.
time, we're going to catch her.
Oh, vou ter que fazer mais God damn it.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony, and next to me here is my assistant detective.
Ok.
A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom. The butler, Zhongshan, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late, and no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside. As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside.
Ok.
The room was covered in spattered blood. Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time.
Ok.
Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but alas,
És
poor
sus.
Miss Sparkle, she's left us now forever.
Rip.
Besides us and Zhongshan the butler, Lefton the cook and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me? It might tickle a little.
Thank you, Black Swan.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss
Thank you,
Sparkle.
Black Swan. Fuck, ninguém deixou de fazer outro
No
caso.
cheating!
Huh. Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
Okay, yes.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Deixa eu estar.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up, wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce. Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
Already to sparkling spot. Oh Okay, I get it. A Sparkle em si, a Black Swan em si, então deve ser a Sparkle. Porque foi ela que nos deu o Dream inicialmente e foi ela que controlou desde o início, enganando até a própria Naquidor, o olho da porta, esqueci-me do nome.
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
There's no weird, sweet dreams troupe, nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
Hey, dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Coldfeet, you made it. I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. All right. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come then, this is the final question.
Okay.
Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
Ser humano?
No murder case this time around.
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear, give me your answer then.
Sweet Dreams Troop, a trash can. Como é que era? 4 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 3 legs at night.
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people, right?
Wah, wah. Wrong answer. How could it be as boring as that? The correct answer is Sparkle.
I mean, I guess I'll posso transformar.
When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle.
Makes sense.
So naturally, she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
What a cute answer.
Okay.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
Que é? Ah, ia dar em lutar mesmo.
Retribution will find you.
Bloom.
Ill fate descends. Eternal.
21 capas, damn. Holy shit, esse Black Swan é rápido.
Receive divinity.
Bro, no, Vince's dead. God damn it.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
27 capas, damn.
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere.
Rip.
Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Oh, what on the trash?
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
I mean, everything is off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle.
Damn. Sabia que era cap, bro.
How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do? You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her.
What a mess.
Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier.
Ela não tá morta, bro. Stop
There's
the
no
cap.
need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Damn.
Miss Sparkle!
Então o Sampo era Miss
Who
Sparkle.
are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you?
Porque o Sampo
Mr.
original não tá
Sampo?
aqui em Penacony.
This? Don't jump to conclusions! If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder? I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene. Second, the victim had been dead for some time.
Okay.
Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide.
Então,
That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while. The answer is simple.
Wait. One is that the murder did not integrate all. Did not delay the scroll. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious. Still, not everyone broke into this. Why did you assist the rush?
It's because the assistant
I
detective
guess.
is the murderer. At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words. Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective.
I guess. I mean, nós como audiência sabemos que tipo o Sampo não estava aqui, portanto é tipo... Yeah.
Murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Another answer?
Até a Black Swan já está a ficar farta.
Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom, using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
Ok,
What a
portanto...
pity, such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is... Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body.
Good enough.
Ding-a-ling! I won!
Ok, então...
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Black Swan não costuma dizer.
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter.
Então isto é original, bro. Ou ele tem habilidades de multiplicação.
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least. You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together?
Damn, Sparkle. My dear wishes. You take memories and I get joy. You are such kind spirit, but also such alone as well. Work with me.
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes.
Okay, I get it.
If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade.
Damn, ela não paga o suficiente para isso.
Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
Damn.
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So...
Wait, what? Memory is like the deep blue sea, but if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your cast. Basicamente, mais vale ter um pássaro na mão do que 2 a voar, I guess.
You mean...
Yep.
You're refusing? Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Why not?
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me.
Okay.
Let's go, Sampo? Sampo. Who is... Sampo?
This is... Bellabog, right?
Ok, está a habilidade. A cena é, então isto é o Sampo original? Weird. Ela já alterou a memória deles. O facto de ele estava a dizer Sam.
I said, why not?
Damn, todos eles esqueceram-se do que está a acontecer.
Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again.
Uma coisa.
And also, I'm sorry, my dear.
Such a crude approach. So once you leave my... Ok, I'm sorry, my dear. A habilidade dela é tão broken, bro. Ainda mais broken que a da Sparkle. Alterar memórias ainda mais neste cenário é tão OP. So.
Here. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
O MC e eu. Ok, isto basicamente identifiquei que estávamos dentro de um dream. E só me esqueci basicamente.
Special dream this has been. And you should notice its nested structure.
Ok.
Being part of a play inside the dreamscape is as real and captivating as being in a dream
Within a dream.
within a dream.
Eu gostava que eles tivessem, tipo, alterassem um pouco a claridade do cenário, ou fosse algo do género para tipo dizer, ok, estás dentro de um dream. É porque a certo ponto eu estava naquela que eu não sabia onde é que o dream começava, mas também isso foi falta de minha atenção pelo sono. Eu próprio já estou a precisar de ir sonhar um pedaço.
Black Swan's dream. Are you satisfied with this experience?
How fascinating, how boring, it was kinda easy.
I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating that dreams are just dreams. And in Penacony, dreams can be processed.
And even tempered. Okay.
Things in our dreams cannot be trusted. Let alone someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold hard of reality. Sweet dreams.
Ok, I get it. Ou seja, este cenário não aconteceu, mas podia acontecer.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that.
Outra vez num dream.
Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed.
Interesting.
Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Oh, ele nunca teve mask.
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements?
Damn.
Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me.
Damn.
But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? This doesn't seem like the Sampo I know. Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Como é que o Sampo ainda está interessado em
Well,
Girl 6?
no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense. Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself.
Damn.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Será?
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sampo can stand by.
Damn.
Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Giovanni.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously.
Jesus, a quantidade de animação que puseram no cabelo
Why
dela.
so serious?
New message. Black Swan sent you a message request. Acho que alinal eu posso confiar que foi a Black Swan que me enviou. Imagine you have already seen that dream bubble. I'll make this sample. That fool named Sparkle is currently searching all over the place for that dream bubble. I do not know what their intentions are, but allowing it to slip into her hands. Gonna make the situation more confusing. Tribu, can do me a favor and go to reclaim that dream bubble. To refuse me, I guess I could go myself. Damn. The dreamscapes. I stole it. Damn. Ok, não era a Black Swan. Tava a ver, bro. Damn. Mascarade, do it. Challenger to the reader. Opa. Ok, antes de acabarmos. Ok, esta é mesmo a Black Swan original. You have already seen that dream bubble. So know that young fool Sparkle. Ok, não, esta é original. A unique action. Jesus, chill. Okay, wait. But if that limb is full excels in observation, there is a chance that she can... I think that the only thing that can be someone from another is their memories. So the complete is still limited. It's just like when we meet in Penacony, is it not a strange dreamlands? Or yeah. I can't be the one doing all the talking by your logic. You should also to prove that you are not Sparkle Tribu. I mean, true. I'm just joking as a Mercury if I not to know who the person is on the other side of the on my screen. She is able to make us resume. what we have seen and think about the appearance and reality of the dreamscape. This is also the reason that I share the dream bubble with you. Alright, looks like she hasn't caused any major damage. Interesting. Bah, é isso pessoal, espero que tenham curtido. Estava um pouco cansado, mas it is what it is. Vejo no próximo vídeo e fui.